Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We've got another Warzone Pacific Solos gameplay for you today. Once again, running the MP40 and the Type 11. Dropped in. I've got a scavenger contract going. I heard a guy in this building. Popped a dead silence. Trying to find a quiet way into the building. Found one. Open door. And obviously with dead silence, he had no idea I was there. I'm gonna try to knock out the scavenger. I like doing that in Warzone solos. Easy way to get good guns, get some money going. And obviously in this mode where you could not buy a loadout right away, your floor loot becomes really, really important. I've got the Cooper carbine off the floor, which is probably my favorite floor loot gun. I've also got the bar. We're going to try to rotate and knock out this scavenger contract as soon as we can. Thought I heard some footsteps in here, but I think sometimes the wood floors echo. It sounds like there's two people in there. Got that completed. I have a ton of money, so right now I want to rotate to a buy station. Get some UAVs, get some other supplies that I might need. I'm going to try to get there when the loadout becomes available so I can buy a loadout right away. See one down here towards the bottom of the map. I figure that's probably a good place to go. Kind of out of the way. Kind of cleared the area out here, making sure there's nobody camping it. People play like rats in Warzone solos. Grab a UAV. I see 4 pings all uphill and towards zone of me. So that right there is just kind of a nightmare of a rotation. Right now it's going to be all an uphill battle, figuratively and literally, to get into the zone. But we're going to do the best we can to push up there. I really don't know how to approach this. There's no vehicles around me. So I'm thinking I'm just going to try to pick them off one by one, maybe shoot them in the back. But there's 4 pings up there that are all pretty close, and the problem with that is you can get third-partied real easy. Anyway, I'm going to try to climb my way up the mountain. You can see the car up there rotating. Probably had to do his loadout. I'm going to just take my time, be real cautious. No longer have the UAV up. I don't know where these guys are. See this guy in front of me here. He's being careful too. Land a few shots. Wasn't real great shooting. Try to hit him with the frag grenade. I got nothing. I hop in the bush for a second so I can heartbeat and see where he went. He didn't go very far. There he is. A little strafe. Use that MP40. Pretty easy kill there. I don't think he was real sure where he got shot from, because he kind of hopped right behind that cover right away, and so he just had no idea where I was coming from. And I used the bushes there to kind of hide for a second. This guy's jumping in off the mountain. I don't know what he was thinking. That parachute is so loud. Never do that. Be careful parachuting. That's kind of what happens when you've got so much elevation, though, with the mountain in the middle. Sometimes people have to use their parachute to go anywhere, just because it's so rocky. If you try to slide down, there's areas that you'll kind of fall off a cliff and won't be able to pull your chute, and you'll just break your legs. And so sometimes you do have to kind of jump and get clear and use your chute, but if at all possible, try to avoid that. I got money again, so I'm rotating up to the buy station, and right as I get here, fire sale starts. So sweet. I see a guy over there at the buy. Start shooting him. I can't hit anything for whatever reason. Really, really bad shots on my part. Absolutely terrible. So, don't know what the deal is with that, but I do get the kill thanks to the buy station glitch where you freeze. Kind of making sure nobody else shows up at this fire sale. I don't want to get caught like that guy. But I do eventually want to get there. I do end up at the buy station. Buy a couple of UAVs. I definitely still have a lot of cash. I'm trying to save up for an advanced UAV closer towards the end of the game so I can see all the ghosted players. Especially with the region that I'm in. I'm gonna have to kind of go through a bunch of rocks and a bunch of trees. It's really, really hard to see people. That is one big difference from Caldera as opposed to Verdansk.
Mark on the grid. Let's go.
The foliage is so thick on Caldera that it makes it really, really hard to see enemies. In Verdansk, you actually could see pretty well in the forest. There wasn't a whole lot of different colors, but now, with everybody rocking different camos, you can't see anything. And so you've got to be real careful moving through these kind of areas. I saw this guy down here. I'm trying to cut him off and get in front of him, but he just never shows up. So he must have went further, I guess, west.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Got a UAV overhead. I'm ghosted, so I'm not too worried about that.
UAV entering the AO.
Got a guy up here on the hill, and I cannot see him. Like I said, you can't see anything, and I've got the sunlight glare there. But he obviously didn't see me. I was down in the rocks below him.
Enemy UAV
So I popped dead silence, and he ends up being a lot farther away than I thought. So I kind of botched that. Now I'm getting shot at from somewhere else. This guy still has no idea because I've got the dead silence. So I kill him. He was obviously looking at that other guy across the map. I don't see him at all. I figure he's probably a sniper camped out somewhere, and then I figure the gas probably forced him to rotate. So I kind of give up looking for him. Decided to just keep trekking up the mountain. See another buy here. I've got a ton of money once again. I'm going to hit the buy. Now I'm going to try to get an advanced UAV. Obviously with UAVs being $6 grand now, gotta have a lot of money. So there's 1, 2, 3. And we see a guy in front of me there. I'm gonna try to knock him out real quick. But he actually ends up jumping off of the cliff. He's right in front of me. I just can't get to him. And then he jumps down on that house. I decide to let him be. I want to focus on this guy that's ghosted. This guy up here's probably got a sniper, just judging by where he is. That's a great position. This guy's probably a pretty competent player. He's on the edge of zone, up in a power position. There he is. He's looking at me, and I whiff every single shot. So, don't do that. That's embarrassing. That was really, really bad. And I gave up my position. That's the second time this video that I've had some horrible shots. And now I have no idea where he is. I've given up my position, and I actually hear him drop down in the water. There he is. And I crack him. I thought I saw him in this bush, but he ends up the hill and just deletes me. What a bad gunfight on my part. He actually popped dead silence and slid, so I didn't hear him. So I assumed he had just jumped in that bush. I just got outplayed there. It's pretty embarrassing. That was kind of an embarrassing sequence there. Bad news. Anyway, drop in. Couldn't get to my guns, they were in the gas, so I'm kind of just dropping in naked here. Don't have anything. Don't really have a plan. I actually got shot a little bit dropping in, so I didn't have any plates. I was able to find plates. I heard a guy on my left through my stun. He wasn't there. I figure he's probably in that building. Nothing. Don't see him. All I have is this floor loot NZ, which is okay at the beginning of the game, but right now when people have loadouts, it is just too slow. Not powerful enough. Especially to be pushing guys, so. I see a guy over there. I just make a mad dash to the buy, and I think he thinks I didn't see him, so he's probably trying to reposition. Obviously I saw him, and now I've got my guns again. I see him over there, line it up, fry him. It's an easy kill. I mean, he got some good shots off, but he should have definitely won that gunfight. Moral of the story is, if it looks like somebody doesn't see you, you just gotta assume that they do. because he obviously didn't think I saw him, so he was waiting for me to get out in the open, which is a good play, right? Trigger discipline, but at the same time, you gotta be careful. We run up, this guy shows up out of nowhere, pokes his head above the railing, and I absolutely delete him. That Type 11 is so good with shots to the head. That was nasty. So I don't know what the deal is. I have the performance like I had on the cliffs, where I miss every shot, and then I show up and just beam this guy on a heady. Now I'm thinking, okay, where's everybody at? Right, we got 4 left. I see a guy there. Think about using the combat bow a little bit, but mostly I just want to see where he's at, and he beams me. I didn't even see the shot. So he's got a sniper rifle. That's bad news for me. So I'll try to rotate around back. I want to know where the rest of the people are. I need to figure out how to draw them out a little bit. So I just shoot my gun a little bit at this guy. Really all that I'm doing there is just trying to draw some people out of the forest to see if they're going to come in third party. And I don't see anybody, so that didn't work. But I really don't want to rotate because I know there's a couple other guys, and I'm thinking they're probably in the big part of the zone up there in the forest, and I don't want to do my rotation until I have a little more information. Hear a little gunfire there. I slide up towards the forest a little bit, once again just trying to get some information, trying to figure out where everybody is. Obviously, I'm not having a lot of luck. That guy's still up there wandering around. Now there's only 3 left. So I know he's one of them. And I hear some gunshots to my right. I'm like, perfect. I'm going to get in position to kind of third party this. We'll see where the zone pulls. I'm hoping it pulls kind of towards me. And so I don't have to cross the ocean again. Because that's very, very loud, very audible. But I do like where I am. I've got a good line of sight. I've got a little bit of cover. So nobody's going to be sneaking up on me. They can't get behind me. And then I'm also going to be able to hear footsteps on the boardwalk and then through the water as well. I know this guy to my left has to rotate. I know he's in the gas. I'm just going to wait for him to show up. I hear a little bit of something over there. I think it was gunfire. That was an easy kill. He was already hurt. And then this other guy pokes his head up right there. I just fry him. Just like that, little dub there. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. I made a lot of mistakes in that gameplay. There's a lot of bad shots I took, but we were able to squeak out the win there. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.